No lasagna is complete without a rich, meaty ragu. Our protein source must meet the highest standards of quality and care.
Chilled instantly, the milk is on its way to specialist cheese production facilities before joining the main factory line.
The creamy ricotta and sharp Parmesan rely on daily fresh dairy. Automation ensures efficiency and
From the fields where our tomatoes and durum wheat are harvested to the precision of the assembly line, every step is carefully managed.
The humble lasagna frozen meal is a masterpiece of logistics, agriculture, and high-tech engineering.
To build the perfect lasagna frozen meal, we must first secure the perfect ingredients, starting with the core of the flavor, the sauce.
Precision agriculture ensures only the reddest, most succulent tomatoes are harvested, guaranteeing the robust flavor of the final lasagna frozen meal.
Post-harvest, optical scanners immediately grade and sort the crop. No flawed tomato makes its way into the ingredients for our lasagna frozen meal.
Within hours of harvest, the pulp is loaded into specialized, climate-controlled tankers. Time is the enemy of freshness.
Meanwhile, miles away, the foundation of the meal, the pasta sheets themselves, await their journey.
This highly specialized wheat provides the structure and texture that separates good lasagna from truly great lasagna frozen meal.
The harvested grain is immediately shipped to mills that specialize in the high-protein flour required for robust frozen pasta. The creamy ricotta and sharp Parmesan rely on daily fresh dairy. Automation ensures efficiency and purity from farm to factory.
Chilled instantly, the milk is on its way to specialist cheese production facilities before joining the main factory line.
From three corners of the continent, the essential elements of the lasagna frozen meal converge. Synchronization is paramount.
After 1,000 miles, the tomato puree arrives. The clock is ticking toward production.
The grain is immediately piped into the on-site mill, where it will be processed.
The factory receives hundreds of separate ingredients daily, each precisely scheduled for the lasagna frozen meal production run. Before anything touches the production line, rigorous quality control checks confirm temperature, texture, and taste are perfect. The meat for the ragu is delivered flash-chilled, preserving its structure and flavor until it meets the grinder.
Deep within the factory, the journey begins anew. Millions of gallons of raw tomato puree flood into the processing area.
The wheat is milled into fine semolina flour, the key to producing fresh, resilient pasta sheets that can withstand freezing.
The cheese blend is formulated for ultimate creaminess when reheated. Precise ratios are vital to the final texture of the lasagna frozen meal.
Every component, from the spice blend to the beef, is now on its path toward the central assembly area.
The flavor profile is completed by carefully sourced herbs and spices, measured down to the milligram by computer control.
The raw materials are prepared. The mega factory now stands ready to perform its transformation.
Welcome to the heart of automation, where the lasagna frozen meal takes its true form.
The semolina enters immense high-speed mixers. The dough must be perfectly hydrated and gluten-developed to create pasta sheets robust enough for freezing.
Minutes of intense kneading create a dough of unparalleled elasticity and smoothness. The bulk dough is compressed and prepared for the sheeting stage.
Roller systems thin the dough to a precise micron thickness, the crucial balance between tender eating and structural integrity. Simultaneously, the tomato puree is transforming into rich sauce. Slow cooking is key to unlocking the deep umami flavor.
Precise computer-controlled dosing ensures every batch of lasagna frozen meal sauce tastes identical, regardless of the scale.
The beef enters specialized grinders, designed to achieve the ideal coarse texture for absorbing the rich tomato flavor.
The beef is quickly seared at high temperature to lock in the flavor, forming the base of the hearty ragu.
The moment of unification. Sauce meets meat. The ragu will simmer, marrying the flavors for hours before assembly.
The cheese filling must be exceptionally smooth. Industrial blenders guarantee a lump-free, luxurious texture.
The sheet is now ready to be portioned. Each piece must fit the tray perfectly, and there is no room for error on this assembly line.
The vessel is created. Durable aluminum trays designed to go straight from freezer to oven. The assembly line is set. The components are ready. The process of building the lasagna frozen meal can now begin.
The first critical step, a foundational layer of ragu. Volume sensors ensure precision in every single tray.
The first sheet of pasta is laid down, precisely aligned to constrain the future layers. Next, the dairy heart of the meal, the creamy ricotta blend, applied uniformly across the entire surface.
Layering is an art form mastered by automation. The thickness of each layer is calibrated to harmonize during the freezing and cooking process.
A second sheet locks the core ingredients into place.
The structural work is complete. The top layer of sauce is applied, preparing the surface for the crowning element.
The finishing touch, a generous blanket of specialized melting cheese, designed to brown perfectly in the consumer's oven.
Every lasagna frozen meal undergoes a critical weight check. Consistency ensures fair portioning and accurate cooking times. A brief blast of heat activates the top layer of cheese, giving the lasagna frozen meal a baked appearance even before it reaches the consumer.
A final temperature reading ensures the product is hygienically safe before entering the cryogenic zone.
Flash freezing is vital. Rapid cooling prevents large ice crystals from forming, protecting the texture of the pasta and the integrity of the lasagna frozen meal.
In mere minutes, the temperature drops below zero. The process halts decay and locks in flavor.
Solid, preserved, and structurally sound, the lasagna frozen meal is now ready to be encased in its final packaging. The protective film creates an airtight seal, safeguarding the meal from freezer burn during its long shelf life.
Safety is non-negotiable. Every lasagna frozen meal passes through advanced scanners to detect any microscopic foreign objects.
Batch tracking and expiry dates are printed instantly, ensuring accountability throughout the distribution chain.
The product is perfect. Now, the presentation must match the quality within.
Phase 3. Perfection and global distribution. The final consumer package is created on-site, folded from flat sheets at incredible speed. Automation ensures a seamless fit. The packaging process protects the lasagna frozen meal from handling damage.
Adhesive locks the box shut, maintaining the cold chain integrity until it reaches the retail freezer.
High-definition cameras check for any aesthetic flaw. The image presented to the consumer must be perfect.
The final weight confirms the product meets regulatory standards and consumer expectations. Boxes are grouped into standard units for bulk transport. The outer cases must be durable to withstand the rigors of global shipping. The final dance of automation, palletizing. Robotics ensure perfect stacking patterns for maximum stability. The stretch wrap secures the thousands of pounds of product, locking the cases in place for transit.
The finished lasagna frozen meal enters the digital maze of the cold warehouse, awaiting dispatch.
Computer systems track every single pallet. Human error is eliminated in the retrieval process.
The final link in the chain, the refrigerated trailer, equipped to maintain deep freeze conditions over thousands of miles.
Under the cloak of night, the lasagna frozen meal begins its final distribution leg.
A journey planned down to the minute.
From mega factory to global markets, the efficiency of modern logistics makes this culinary convenience possible.
The destination is reached. The frozen chain remains unbroken.
Within moments, the product is transferred into the retail freezer, ready for its final encounter.
From raw materials scattered across farms, through the most advanced factories on Earth, the lasagna frozen meal completes its evolution.
1,000 dedicated hands and millions of dollars of engineering distilled into a single, satisfying meal.
The journey is over. The flavor is ready.
The next time you reach for a lasagna frozen meal, remember the epic scale of industrial precision that brought this comfort to your table.